Hey, beautiful bees! Imagine after just 3 days. Your hair looks so shiny, frizz-free, and smooth. It looks like you just got a spa treatment. And we're going to do this without buying 10 new products or following another complicated viral hair hack. Over these 3 days, we're going to reset your scalp, deal with those dry and split-looking ends, give your lengths a proper conditioning treatment, and finish everything for that smooth, glossy look. So watch until the end, because day 3 is where we're going to put everything together, and I'll show you the little finishing step that can completely change how your hair looks. Here's how we're doing it. Day 1 is the reset. We're checking the ends, removing buildup, and properly cleansing and conditioning the hair. Day 2 is about softness. We'll use one simple conditioning mask instead of throwing 10 random ingredients into a bowl. And day 3 is the polish. We'll focus on frizz, shine, and protecting the finish without making the hair greasy. And throughout the routine, I'm also going to point out a few popular hair care things social media gets wrong, because more products and more steps don't automatically mean better hair. Before we even touch the shampoo, we're starting with the part everyone wants to fix, but most hair videos explain incorrectly: split ends. Take a small section of your hair and look closely at the last few centimeters. If one strand has visibly separated into 2 or more pieces, that's a split end. And here's the truth: no oil, mask, or serum can permanently glue a split end back together. Products can temporarily make damaged ends look smoother, but once a strand has actually split, the damaged part has to be removed if you want it gone. So should you cut your hair every time you see one split end? Not necessarily, but if your ends are repeatedly splitting, feel rough, look thin, or appear frayed, a trim can give you a much cleaner starting point, and you don't need to chop off half your hair. A proper trim simply removes the damaged portion. If you're trimming at home, use suitable hair cutting scissors rather than random household scissors. And if you're unsure, getting a professional trim is the safer option. Now gently detangle your hair before washing. Start at the ends and slowly work your way upward. Think about it this way: if you attack a knot from the top, you're pulling the entire length through one tangled point. Starting at the bottom lets you remove the knot with less pulling. If you have curly or tightly textured hair, you may find it easier to detangle during conditioning instead of brushing it dry. Now your hair is finally ready to wash, and I want you to forget the idea that cleaner means more aggressive. No, shampoo is mainly there to cleanse your scalp. You can use this, but your fingertips is also enough. Not your nails, and gently massage. You're removing oil, sweat, dead skin, and product buildup. You don't need to scrub your length like you're washing a dirty dish. Be gentle, but thorough. And what about double shampooing? You don't automatically need to shampoo twice if your hair is heavily oily or covered in styling products and the first wash barely removes anything. A second small wash can make sense, but if your scalp is already clean, repeating it every single time isn't going to give you bonus. Now apply your regular conditioner through the lengths and ends. Fine or oily hair, start with a lighter amount. Thick, coarse, or dry hair, you may need more. And now we're adding our little home spa moment. If you already own a hair steamer, use it according to the manufacturer's instructions. But you absolutely don't need to buy one for this video. You can simply enjoy a warm, steamy shower environment while your conditioner sits. No boiling water, no putting your head over a pot, and definitely no extreme heat. We're going for comfortable warmth, not cooking our hair. Rinse thoroughly, then gently squeeze out the excess water. Don't aggressively twist or rub your hair with a towel. Wrap it gently in a soft towel or t-shirt and let it dry with as little friction as possible. That's day 1. We didn't add 5 treatments. We simply removed what didn't belong there and conditioned what needed conditioning. But don't judge the final result yet. Tomorrow we're going after softness, and we're using just one treatment. Day 2 is mask day, and I'm deliberately keeping this recipe simple because honestly, your hair doesn't need a chemistry experiment. We're going to use your regular conditioner or a commercially made hair mask as the base and adjust it depending on your hair type. Start with 2 tablespoons of conditioner or hair mask, 1 tablespoon of plain aloe vera gel if your hair tolerates it, 1/2 tablespoon lightweight oil. Optional, you can skip it. Leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. This mask is simple and effective. It makes your hair smoother and soft. And while this sits, let's clear up one of the biggest hair care misconceptions online. Oil is not the same thing as moisture. Oil can help reduce friction and add shine, but it isn't a replacement for conditioning. That's why we're not pouring half a cup of oil onto our hair just because a viral video said more oil equals healthier hair. Sometimes the best hair glow up is actually using less. And yes, I know rice water is probably the first thing someone will tell you to use. It's everywhere online, but there isn't strong evidence that homemade rice water dramatically increases hair growth. Some people may like how it makes their hair feel, but for others, it can leave the hair feeling dry or coated. So I'm not going to call it a miracle growth treatment just because it's trending. Viral doesn't automatically mean proven. Then rinse your mask thoroughly and gently squeeze out the water. Your hair should now feel more conditioned and easier to manage. But soft hair doesn't automatically mean shiny hair. Tomorrow, we're fixing the finish. And this is where a tiny amount of product can make a surprisingly big difference. Day 3 is probably the easiest day. We're not washing again. We're not doing another mask. And we're definitely not adding 5 more products. We're simply finishing what we've already done. If your hair is already detangled, stop repeatedly brushing it. Running your hands and brush through your hair every few minutes isn't going to create extra shine. In fact, unnecessary manipulation can create more friction. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for your hair is simply leave it alone. Now, take 1 to 3 drops of your lightweight serum. Start with less. Rub it between your palms first. Then lightly smooth it over the mid-lengths and ends. Keep it away from your scalp if your roots get oily easily. And don't keep adding more because you don't see an instant difference. Give the first amount a chance to settle. And here's something people rarely explain when they talk about glass hair. Shine isn't simply about putting more oil on your hair. A smoother hair surface reflects light more evenly, which can make the hair appear shinier. That's why conditioning, reducing friction, and gently smoothing the outer layer can all contribute to that polished look. Now gently smooth your palms over the outer layer of your hair to control flyaways. Don't flatten everything or keep brushing. Just smooth the surface and leave it alone. If you need your hair out of your face, choose a loose braid or loose ponytail instead of repeatedly tightening and rearranging it. And if you're using heat, use heat protection and keep the temperature as low as practical. Here comes the most important part of this 3-day glow up. If you miss this, you'll ruin your 3 days of reset. Here are 8 things I would avoid if you're trying to keep that glow up. 1. Oiling. Oiling an already oily or heavily coated scalp repeatedly. 2. Scrubbing. Aggressively scratching or scrubbing your scalp. 3. Wet hair. Brushing through wet tangles roughly. 4. Towel. Rubbing wet hair aggressively with a towel. 5. Serum. Using so much serum that shine turns into grease. 6. Heat. Using high heat over and over again without protection. 7. Tight styles. Keeping your hair in extremely tight hairstyles every day. 8. Viral DIYs. Trying every viral DIY just because someone called it a miracle. Natural doesn't automatically mean safe, and viral doesn't automatically mean effective. Your hair doesn't need every trend. It needs the few things that actually work for your hair. So, what should you realistically notice after these 3 days? Cleaner roots, softer length, smoother looking ends, less visible frizz, and hair that's simply easier to manage. The goal was never to magically change your hair in 3 days. It was to make the hair you already have look its best. And this is your 3-day glow up. And honestly, that's the kind of hair glow up I would rather have one that's actually achievable. Save this video so you have the routine whenever your hair needs a reset. And subscribe to Kousar Muse for realistic hair, skincare, beauty, and lifestyle content without expensive routines or fake overnight promises. I'll see you in the next one.